Hey, everyone. Happy Wednesday. And first and foremost, apologies about the time reschedule, but mom life, I think most of you probably get that at this point. Thank you for all of those that, just commented and sent well wishes for my son, Caden. We've been back and forth at the doctor for days, just some sort of bronchitis. You get the gist, right? But mom life. So today, though, I'm excited that you're here with me. And if you're on TikTok, I am going to flip the screen so you guys can see the slides. But today we're talking about holiday business survival. It's definitely been something I've been talking about a lot, right? But I'm going to give you 5 must-know strategies to stay on top and make more sales during the holidays. So let me know in the comments if you've already started prepping your holiday content, if you already have your offers together, if you are ready. Let me know in the comments. But I'm going to flip the screen so TikTok can see everything that we're going to go over today. As always, if you have to hop off at any point in time during the training, the replays for all of my trainings on Wednesdays live inside my community, Socially Awesome Entrepreneurs. So if you're on Facebook or IG, you can actually drop group in the comments and it will send you the link in case you're not in there. We do weekly live trainings on Wednesdays. I've been doing it for 2 years, so there's a lot of training in there. You can absolutely search almost any topic that you want and find something I've done. If you're on TikTok, then everything that I give you or reference or freebies, all the things I'm going to talk to you about today, you'll have to go to my Stan store and get it. Unfortunately, I can't send links in the comments on TikTok. And that goes with the trigger word. So I have a lot to share with you today. I have some free resources I'm going to plug you into. I also have some really exciting launches, and you're going to get a behind the scenes sneak peek. So if you're on here today, you're getting like first to see, haven't released, no one knows about these kinds of things. And if I give you a trigger word, unfortunately, it won't work on TikTok. So you'll have to go to IG or Facebook in order for that to work. All right. So let's dive right in. I'm so excited. I'm going to flip you guys around so that you can hopefully see this, and we're going to jump right into this. So first and foremost, for those of you that, are new here, that didn't work. All right. Maybe this will work. Hold on 1 second, TikTok. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all know how it is with tech. My holder that I always use broke. I think one of my kids broke it, of course. So guess who ordered a new one from TikTok shop? All right, cool. So let's dive right in. Excited you're here. We're going to talk all about holiday business survival sessions. This is very interactive. I like these trainings to be as interactive as possible. So at any point in time, if you have a question, drop it. Okay. Drop it now. No shame. No question is wrong. No questions, too silly. This is a safe space. And that is my goal as an entrepreneur, is to always provide that safe space for you and as a coach. Okay. But the holiday season is going to feel like a whirlwind. It's already started. Like my kids are already ready to put up Christmas decorations, all the things. But without having a plan, it's going to be really impossible for you to connect and keep your audience engaged during that time. Right. And the beauty of the holiday season is, even though it's chaotic and it can be exhausting and overwhelming, the beauty behind it is that you can build a big business during this time for the future, right? So you have the opportunity here to bring in a lot of new customers that have never seen you before, and then keep them in 2025. So my goal today is to help you stay on top of that with 5 strategies that are super simple, they're actionable, and they're proven to work. So if you've never been on one of my live trainings before, I give you action steps. So I hope you're ready for some free coaching here. And I do like to give a little quick intro for those of you that are new here and have never been on one of my live trainings, just so that you're like, who's this chick and why is she credible to share this with us? Mom of 3, wife, multi-6-figure business owner, speaker, podcaster, published author, all the things, right? I've done all the things. But most importantly, I love to coach. I love to teach. And I've been in marketing for well over 7 years. I've done marketing for companies that have hundreds of locations, and I've done marketing for myself, one person, right? But everything that I teach you is based on actual marketing principles. So my goal in these trainings is not to bring you a bunch of new information, because let's be honest, honest, you already have overwhelm. You're already watching all the YouTubes, all the TikToks. You're already like, oh my gosh, there's so much information. I can't process it. I don't know where to start. And I always ask in my community the day before our trainings, what is your biggest challenge with this? Because I like to customize these trainings to what you guys are struggling with. And one I heard was DMO, which is your daily method of operations, what to do in your business all day. And a lot of times entrepreneurs don't even know how to prioritize. They know they're supposed to be doing this. They know they're supposed to be creating content. They know they're supposed to be going live, this and that, but you don't know how to prioritize what's important in your business. So everything I teach you is not to give you a bunch of new information. It really is to give you that aha moment, because a lot of the things I show you today, if you've never been in business during Black Friday, these might be new to you. You're like, oh, okay. But I guarantee you everything that I'm going to teach you, you've seen through a different brand that you've purchased from. You just didn't know it was a strategy or a tip for Black Friday. And a lot of these will actually convert to your regular sales seasons as well. So everything I teach you is backed by my own results I've helped other companies get. It's not hacks or algorithm tricks. So just know that these are basic marketing principles that are going to help you in your business long term. So what we're going to cover today, why planning everything for the holiday success, right? It's all about planning. And you've heard this, and I did not, create this, but failing to plan is planning to fail. And that is more accurate when you're in business for yourself than you could ever even imagine. All right. 5 strategies. So I'm going to give you tactical strategies that you can go put in your business this afternoon. Okay. So make sure you're plugged in. Again, if you have to jump off, the replays for these are always in my Facebook community. So you can jump in there. It doesn't cost anything. If you need to watch this again or, fill in the gaps. And then I'm going to give you some real life examples and action steps, again, that you can take and put in your business today. And I want you to get results with it. And if you do, please DM me and let me know that you did so that I could celebrate with you. All right, moving on. Before we get into the 5 strategies, I want to touch a little bit on buyer psychology, because during the holidays, emotions are running high, right? There's excitement and there's, all these gifts and these presents, and it's just the season and all the things. And then there's this desire to connect. We want to go see our family. Some of us don't, but most of us do. You got people coming in from around town, friends you haven't seen in years coming in town, right? So there's this desire to connect with people because of just the season and the happiness and the celebration. Your customers are more likely to purchase from brands that they trust and are familiar with. And that is our job. It's to keep them engaged. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. So a lot of that has to do with buyer psychology basics, understanding what your customers want and why they buy. So depending on how long you've been in business, some of you may have started yesterday, some of you may have been doing this for a while, but you've heard this, right? Build out your ideal client profile, list their pain points, list their desires. Like you've heard all of that, but you may not understand how that relates to a sale. Okay. And that's part of where that buyer psychology comes in. So you probably never thought when starting your business, you needed to learn psychology, but psychology will get you further in sales than any other tips or tactics or whatever. Okay. So understanding what your customers want and why they buy it. And this today is not about content training. I have a ton of those in my Facebook community you can plug into. But if you are posting every day and you're not making sales, it's because you don't understand what your customers want or why they buy it. And that's it. That is the fact. I mean, there's a lot of other things. Your lighting needs to be good. Your audio needs to be good. But ultimately, you don't know what your customers really want. You got in on something. You got excited about it. Now you're pushing that thing instead of focusing on the psychology of your customer. So if you really want to nail your holiday sales, learning their emotional triggers, building that trust and consistency, and having clear call to actions is going to elevate you so much further. Okay. Holidays bring excitement. They bring urgency. So you need to understand those emotional triggers. You need to understand how to build that trust, right? We said that people are more likely to buy from brands they know, they love, they trust. Apple is not the cheapest product in the world, but I can tell you right now, when Apple comes out with something new, every Apple person is lining up to buy it, right? Because they trust the brand, they prefer the brand, they're consistent in what they're getting. And then clear call to actions. So you need to make sure it's easy for your customer to say yes. They don't want to jump through hoops. If anything, it's more important now to have easy access for them to buy than it is during the regular season, because it's going to be fast paced, it's going to be chaotic, and they don't have time for your website to load, for the next hour. All right. So it's really important. So if I were you, I would definitely do some buyer psychology training. Like I said, I've got a bunch inside my Facebook community. And if you're struggling with emotional triggers and understanding what your customer wants or why they buy, I want you to drop the word checklist. Now, let me say this. If you're on TikTok and you drop the word checklist, I can't send it to you. Okay. So you can actually find the ideal client checklist in my Stan store after the training's over under Faith Tools and Resources, or you can DM me the word on IG. But if you're on IG or Facebook, you can drop the word checklist and I will get you my free ideal client checklist that will help you understand those emotional triggers for your customer. All right. So let's get into the actual strategies. Strategy number 1, create an irresistible holiday offer. Okay. Irresistible. What I mean by that is there's a lot of different tactics when it comes to this, but a lot of people think that on Black Friday, they have to cut their prices in half, and that's absolutely not true, okay? You can use holiday exclusives. You can use buy one, get one bundles. People love deals that feel special or feel limited, like I can only get it this month, right? So show your offers value by explaining the benefits, explaining what it's going to do for them, but by also making it look valuable. And this is actually something I teach you inside the Slay Your Business Intensive. If you missed that promo, the promo is over, but you can still get the intensive. If you're on Facebook or IG, you can drop Slay in the comments. If you're on TikTok, it should be in my Stan store. But ultimately in the intensive, I teach you how to do this, right? Because the last thing you want to do is slash your prices in half, lose all of your profit. And then what's the point, right? What's the point? Yes, you'll be bringing in new customers. So potentially they could lead to a sale next year, but we want you to be profitable and bring in new customers. Okay. It doesn't have to be an or, it can be an and. So one of these strategies, again, like I said, holiday bundles, but also the psychology behind it. So on this side, depending on, I don't know if it's got my mirror flipped or not, you'll see with the Christmas trees and all of that, it makes it look festive. It makes it look limited. It shows you what's included, right? What bonuses are included. And because I included some bonuses, that raised the value of that to $997. And it's priced at $397. So that's 60% off. Versus on the right side, if I just have a little mock-up of here's the course, here's the training, it's $397. I'm gonna knock $100 off for Black Friday. That's a 25% off sale. Psychology, right? Which one would you be more enticed to buy? 60% off or the 25% off? You see, you've got to get out of the mindset that people don't have money to buy, because during the holidays, they do. Their wallets are open. They're scrolling, they're searching best Black Friday deals, like they're looking for it. Okay. So ultimately, you have to understand how to convey the value and make your product or service look enticing. All right. So know that. And like I said, if you missed out on grabbing it while it was on sale, you can still grab it. There's payment plans, all of those things, but I give you templates. I give you, I walk you through email campaigns and SMS campaigns and give you templates for those as well. Because ultimately, if your offers aren't standing out during the holidays, it's going to fall flat. All right. Strategy number 2, building hype and anticipation early. So you want to start hyping your holiday offers today. So if you haven't already, get your ass in gear, okay? But using social media, using emails, using stories to drop hints, give sneak peeks. These are my Black Friday offers. I am giving you guys the biggest sneak peek yet. My affiliates are probably like, what the hell? They don't even have a clue as what they are yet. And I did take the names of them off because I don't want you to be able to see what the names of them are. So just a little anticipation here. But you could show a sneak peek of an exclusive bundle on your stories and ask your audience how, what would you name this? Or what do you think's inside? Engagement, right? Make your audience feel like they're in the know. They feel exclusive. They love being part of that process. And for those of you that are like, okay, tell us a little bit about these. So I have 3 brand new bundles coming out for Black Friday. They have never been dropped before. It's all brand new content, all brand new information. So get excited about that. All right. Obviously, you can see on the very far right, only one of them only has 5 spots. 5. That's another huge strategy, right? So building that hype, building that anticipation, and then having it limited. And the reason that one only has 5, because I mean, for the size audience I have, it's like 5, really, is because it's very high proximity. I have not offered that offer since 2022. And a lot of the customers that got that from me in 2022 still work with me today because they got so much value out of it. So I did not do any of those in 2023, and I haven't dropped any in 2024. So this is coming back. It was a bestseller then, but it takes a lot of time and commitment from me. So in the last year and a half, while I've been building my business, I haven't offered it. But 5 spots, right? That's building hype, building anticipation, showing these on your stories, getting people excited, right? Getting people excited. And you can see the mock-ups. You can see the value versus me just putting out a little standard graphic of here's the name of what I have, right? So I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. If you want to get on the VIP list, I have already started my VIP list. You're the first to know. I have not mentioned this anywhere else yet. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, you can drop the word secret. We'll get you the list to get on the VIP list for our holiday sales. If you're a VIP, you're actually going to get a 12-hour head start. So my VIPs will get an email and a text 12 hours before I put any of these public. And that is because of the limited amount on some of them. If you're on TikTok, DM me the word secret on IG or Facebook, and we will get you the link to get on the wait list if you'd like to do that. All right. But again, another strategy, starting a VIP list, starting a wait list. Don't just build the hype and say, oh, here it is. Get excited. You need to be collecting those people's information so that you can actually send it to them, right? So the hype does no good if you don't know who you're hyping. So you really got to get your systems in place. And again, this is something I teach you inside the Slay Your Business Intensive. But this is a good strategy to use anytime you launch something new, definitely during the holidays, anytime you're going to have a webinar or an event. VIP lists or, wait lists are really, really, really important to that. When you're marketing a product or a service, you have a pre-marketing, an actual launch phase, and then a post-marketing. And if you're not executing all 3, you're leaving money on the table. All right. So you really need to understand how to pre-launch and post-market your offers. All right. Strategy number 3. So during the holidays, a lot of people are going to be shopping on mobile, and convenience is king or queen. All right. Queen. So make sure your buying simple is processed and it's quick. So if I have to click your link, go to your landing page, wait 5 seconds for it to load, put my information in the pop-up, go to the next page, put my information again in the checkout, then put my credit card, then I'm out, right? So clicks matter. Reducing the amount of clicks is what is going to help drive more sales. It's going to help your conversion rate. All right. So you need to go through your checkout process right now and see how can you reduce clicks. That's one thing right there. Reduce the clicks. What can you do to do that? The second is making sure that your website, your landing page, your funnel, wherever you're driving people to is mobile friendly. 90% of people during the holidays are going to be shopping on a phone. They're going to be sitting on their grandma's couch after they're stuffed with turkey on Thanksgiving and they're going to start shopping. They're not going to have their computer in front of them. So everything needs to be mobile friendly. You need to act as a customer right now and go through your entire sales process to see where is it lagging? Where is it text off the screen? Where could you improve? And this, especially for those of you on TikTok, check your links as far as I don't even know what to say or call this, but certain websites, I don't even want to give examples because I could be wrong, but depending on what website host you're using or what link in bio tool you're using, sometimes on TikTok, if you click it, it goes to a white page that says, this website might be dangerous, blah, 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 whatever. You don't want that to happen. So you need to figure out a way to fix that immediately, because that's an instant no. That's a credibility loss. Even though we as digital marketers know, okay, it just happens. It's TikTok's like protection or whatever. You need to get rid of that. Figure out a way to get rid of it. All right. Because that is like an immediate thing for people to say, nope, I'm out. This website's not safe. My credit card's going to get stolen, whatever. All right. But fewer steps means fewer people are going to drop off. Another strategy to really simplify that buying process is if you're on IG or Facebook, look at ManyChat or a automation tool. Because here's the thing. If I make an Instagram reel today and I say, oh, my Black Friday has launched, I'm so excited to share this with you. Go to the link in my bio and get it. That's a click. Click on the stand store. Click on on the product. Click to buy. Click to enter their information. Click. Whereas if you're using something like ManyChat, you're sending it right to their DMs. So they don't have to scroll through your stand store and say, what product was she talking about again? Wait, what? There's no confusion. A confused buyer buys nothing. Nothing. And during the holidays, that is a big deal because they're getting ads from every brand they've ever purchased from. They're getting, emails and texts from Old Navy and Shein and this one, Best Buy, blah, 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 blah. So you don't want them to have to think. You want it to be a no-brainer. So if you're not using ManyChat already, you can if you're on IG or Facebook, you can drop the word dominate in the comments. I'm going to send you my automation domination guide. Inside there, I have a 2-week free trial for ManyChat. You could try it, even if you just get it for the holidays. And then I also have a training that kind of walks you through how to set it up, all of those things. If you're on TikTok, once we're done with the live, you can go to my stand store. I'm sorry you have to click. I can't give you a link. But go to my stand store under Faith Tools and Resources. You'll find my automation domination guide. But you really need to find out a way to simplify that buying process for your customer. For those of you that are in network marketing, or maybe you're selling physical products, a strategy that I've used in the past is basically shopping for like a personal shopper. So I would ask them like, hey, what are you interested in? And I would basically place the order for them. Now, there's some things you'll want to do to protect yourself. You need to get their credit card. You need to get their permission, all of those things. Check your company's website or their, compliance to make sure you could do that. But I had actually done like personal shopping for my customers, and I would put it all in a cart and I'd say, okay, what address do you want to send it to? I'd get their permission and they'd give me their credit card. I'd place an order for them. I mean, I made it as simple as possible. So you need to find ways to simplify that buying process. Number 4, we are all influenced by social proof. Okay. It gives you imposter syndrome. It's probably the reason you bought that last course, whatever it is. But testimonials, reviews, even user-generated photos, right? So people enjoy seeing validation from other people, not just from the person that's selling it. It feels more relatable. It feels more trustworthy. So make sure that any social proof that you have is front and center during your holiday campaigns, in your stories, on your highlights, in your emails, on your landing pages or your sales pages. If you don't have any social proof, if you haven't made any sales, now is the time for you to figure out how to get some. All right. I am not playing around today. I'm not going to tell you, that sucks. Figure it out. Go give somebody your product for free and ask them, hey, I'm really looking to get feedback from people that have gone through my course for the holidays. Would you mind going through it and giving me your feedback? Don't, manipulate good social proof. Don't manipulate reviews. But if you got to give your product away for free to 5 people to get some feedback on it so you can have some social proof, now's the damn time to go figure it out. All right. Social proof and social validation are it. They're it. And there's a lot of ways to do this. Even when you're shopping on Amazon, it tells you bestseller, most reviews, top rated. That's all versions of social proof. So you need to figure out a way to get some social proof because your customers, your audience is watching. But if they don't believe that it's helped anyone, they don't see any reviews, any testimonials, they're guessing it. And again, a confused buyer buys nothing. Okay, nothing. So figure out a way. If you got to give it to your mama or somebody, but this is the time. You got a very limited amount of time because Black Friday offers, I've already seen some dropping. A lot of them are going to start coming out like the 15th. So you got about a week to figure it out. Okay. Stop with the excuses. Stop telling yourself, well, nobody's bought anything yet. Figure it out. Okay. You started this business. Nobody told you it was going to be easy. If they did, they lied. I'm sorry, but it is simple. So now is the time. All right. I won't beat that dead horse any longer. Strategy number 5, follow up and keep building connections. So like I said, the holidays can be massive for your business. They can blow up. I've had, on my first year in business, I don't like to make income claims, but 5 figures. Okay. I'm going to say 5 figures in October and November. And then the next year, I increased that number by 15,000 and I was on vacation for 10 days in November last year. So they could be huge, but the beauty of it is most of those people stuck with me. They're still working with me today. They're still in my audience. So it's not just about big cash injections. It's also about building your business long-term. So following up and building those connections is the only way that's going to happen. Once the sale is made, you can't just disappear. Let me know in the comments if you bought a course from someone and then they just disappear. There's no support. They won't answer your DMs. I hear it all the time. I know there's a lot of you out there, but it's time for you to do the follow-up and keep building that connection. So I've got some like options on here of reasons to follow up with your customers, because it almost seems like a lot of entrepreneurs don't want to follow up because they don't know what to say. You can send obviously, I hope you're sending a confirmation message. Okay. Thank you for buying this. Here's your receipt. Here's your access. All of those things. A thank you message. Thank them for supporting your business during the holidays. You can send some kind of exclusive deal. Hey, I saw you bought my Slay Your Business Intensive. Must mean you're really ramping up for the holidays. Once you get that business ramped up during the holidays, you're really going to need a strategy for scaling. Have you checked out this? Here's a coupon. Asking for a review. Okay, so whether it be on Google or Facebook or, tag you on IG, something like that. You can also say, you may like this. Hey, I saw you got my Slay Your Business Intensive. I actually did a free training on 5 strategies to use to level up your holiday sales. You might like it. You want me to send it to you for free? And I can send this training. Okay. Again, testimonials. I really hope you're asking for testimonials. Support. So letting them know, hey, I'm so excited. You got my Slay Your Business Intensive, leveling up your business during the holidays. I'm not sure if you know this, but I actually have a free community where I go live every week and do trainings on that. You can get, extra support. Would you like the link to join that? Upselling. Hey, I saw that you grabbed my Slay Your Business Intensive. Maybe you've gone through it. It's been about 10 days since you got it. If you are struggling to get those offers finished and you really are looking to, compress time, Black Friday is only 3 weeks away, you may need a one-on-one call with me, a one-on-one strategy with me. Is that something that would interest you? Upsell them. Resources. Hey, I saw you got my Slay Your Business Intensive. So excited for you. I've actually done 3 podcast episodes on how to make more sales in the holidays. I'd love to plug you into those if that's something you're interested in. You guys, I am like just rambling this. You don't need reasons to do follow-up. Okay. Upcoming events. Hey, saw you got my Slay Your Business Intensive. I'm so excited for you. We're actually doing an automation domination challenge in December. And because you're leveling up during the holidays, you're going to be bringing in so many more leads. Automation's probably going to be something that you need. Let me know if you want to get on the wait list for that. Opportunity. Hey, I saw you got my Slay Your Business Intensive. I'm not sure if this interests you, but I actually have an affiliate program where you can get 30% off of all of your own purchases, and you'll be able to earn commission if you refer anyone to Slay Your Business Intensive. Is that something that you'd be interested in? Okay, I'm done with my examples because I'm sure you guys are like, she is a broken record, but you don't need a lot of reasons to build follow. Like, it shouldn't be hard. And the beauty of this is it can be automated through email, through text. Of course, DMs are great. Personal messages are always great, but you need to have workflows in place just like you do for your lead nurturing workflows, you need to have sales workflows, nurturing those people that have purchased from you, building a community, building connections. It's cheaper to keep a customer than it is to go find a new one. So if you can do the follow-up and build that connection, your customers will keep coming back. All right. So looking at this, to survive and thrive in the holiday season, you want to focus, just as a recap, irresistible offers. Okay. Not the same old boring mumbo jumbo. You need to be building anticipation today. You need to make buying easy. All right. Buying easy. They're going to be overwhelmed and bombarded with so many texts from all these big brands. You have to stand out and make it easy for them. Using social proof and following up to strengthen that relationship. These strategies build a cycle of excitement. They build a cycle of trust, and then they build repeat business, which is ultimately the long goal here, the long-term goal. So I got a couple announcements for you, and then I'm going to check the comments to see if we have any questions. First and foremost, as I said, if you did miss out on the promo, that's okay. The promo has ended. I'm sorry that you missed it. I cannot say I did not market it enough because I talked about it until I was blue in the face for about 3 weeks. But you can still get the intensive if you really want behind the scenes on how to make this happen. And the beauty of it is I've set this intensive up to where you could go through this entire program with the templates I give you and all the resources I give you in about 4 hours. So if you're really committed to making this holiday season your biggest sales season yet, you could have all of this set up by Friday. Like I'm talking about, go through the whole thing, take the templates, have your landing, everything could be done by Friday. So there's absolutely no excuses. And if you're on IG or Facebook, you can drop Slay in the comments. If you're on TikTok, it is in my Stan store. All right. Second announcement, and this one's really exciting. So you're also first to see this. I've not released this anywhere else yet. Okay. I hinted at it yesterday on my IG stories. If you're not following along on Instagram, 10 out of 10 recommend that you do, because my stories are where you find out a lot of things first to know. But we are going to have a Veterans Day give back sale here at Socially Awesome. And I'm really excited about this. So before I show you what it is, because I'm going to show you what it is today. Okay. I'm really excited about this because I love to do the give back. I think it's all about impact over income always. And for me, I don't do a lot of bundles that include mentorship because time is limited, right? Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. So if I run some super steep discount on one-on-one calls with me, then you're looking at, there's only so many you can do. I almost never, and please know I'm very serious, because when I say a promo ends, it ends, right? I stick to my word. Those aren't marketing tactics. I almost never do bundles with mentorship. Never. Okay. I think I've done them one other time. Last year, I did like $50 off a one-on-one call. That was it. But because I want this to be so successful, one, for you, because this is what people are struggling with in my audience. They say it's content, but 9 times out of 10, it comes down to this. Okay. What I'm going to show you. This is the biggest struggle you're probably having in your business right now. And I want to serve as many people. And the reason I added mentorship into it is because I want this bundle to sell out. I want it to jump off the shelf so fast that I have to cut it off because we're doing a give back. So 30% of all sales will be donated to Wounded Warrior Project. And if you're not familiar with that, you can absolutely do some research there. It's an amazing cause. And I'll tell you right now that a one-on-one call with me is $349 by itself. Okay. So not only is this bundle come with a one-on-one strategy call with me, a goal setting blueprint. So that's what you and I will work on your strategy call. I'm also going to include my productivity powerhouse workshop, which is super tactical. It was a top selling workshop that I hosted. Templates, everything you need to really start seeing results in your business and take control of your time. What I said earlier about this is what you really need in your business. You need a DMO. You need a daily method of operations. The results in your business come from things that you do every single day, not what you do once. So if you're struggling and your business is overwhelming and everything is chaos and you're spending 12 hours on content creation, yeah, content might be hard for you, but the real problem is you don't have a daily method of operations. You're just kind of flying by the seat of your pants. And a lot of that comes down to you don't know what to prioritize. You're taking in all this information and you don't know which is good and what's not. So you're picking bits and pieces of strategies from all of these creators you follow instead of having your own action plan. So again, this bundle includes the workshop. It includes a personalized action plan that I will help you create on your one-on-one call. It includes goal setting blueprints for you because ultimately everything in your action plan needs to be tied to your goals. If not, you're going to be busy and not productive. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Just because you're busy 24 hours a day doesn't end in a sale. And you probably know that. Okay. And then you'll also get one-on-one 1 week of pocket coaching with me. So what that is I will actually, it's the same thing I do with my students in my academy, but 1 week after your call, you'll get direct access to voice message and chat and all of that with me. So that if you have any questions about your action plan, if you have any questions about putting it into place, you'll be able to, send messages and they'll come straight to me. You don't have to worry about going through TikTok or Instagram, all those things. And my students in the academy are the only other ones that get pocket coaching from me. So again, a one-on-one call alone is $349, and I'm going to do a Veterans Day sale that's $397. There will be payment plans available, and then of course 30% of that. So over $100 of that will go to Wounded Warrior Project. And my family really wants this to be super successful and give back for Veterans Day. So if you want to be on the wait list to know when this drops, it will be dropping on Friday. Okay. For those of you that are curious, DM me the word Liberty on either IG or Facebook, and I will get you the information to get on the wait list. If you're on TikTok, you'll have to go to IG, DM me the word Liberty. I'm sorry. I cannot send you the link on TikTok, but I really want this to sell out. This is something that's really close to my heart. And again, don't know that I'll ever offer it again because I don't discount mentorship usually at all. Okay. So last thing I will tell you, and this is something you probably want to know, especially if you're interested in the Veterans Day sale. This is also something I never do, allow coupons on mentorship. But because, again, I want this to be so successful, my affiliates will actually get to be able to use their coupon on the Veterans Day sale. So for those of you that don't know, I have an affiliate program. I pay 30% commissions up to 7 levels deep, not 30% on all the levels. But if you're not an affiliate, you can DM me the word or drop the word on IG or Facebook. Awesome. And we'll get you the link to become an affiliate. But if you do it today, you'll be able to get your coupon before Friday when the Veterans Day sale releases. So you can see here, by allowing the affiliates to use their coupons and giving 30%, there's not much in it for me. And it truly is because I want to make the impact during that season, during Veterans Day, because I do feel like Veterans Day probably gets overlooked because of Black Friday. So again, if you want to be an affiliate, you can absolutely reach out or send us that word awesome on IG or Facebook. So, all right, I am going to check the comments, see what questions we have, and we will go from there. And TikTok, I'm going to flip you guys around so I can see your questions as well. All right, let me flip y'all around. All right. Examples help me, Stacy said. Yeah. So Stacy actually had the question in the group. Like I said, I always post in my group, Social SM Entrepreneurs, the day before the training and say, hey, what is your biggest challenge? And Stacy mentioned DMO, and I talked about that a lot today. Again, that's the whole purpose of the Veterans Day sale, is to help you get control of your business, help you take action with that DMO. And then we had one other question in the Facebook group, and I don't know why, or I know I didn't misunderstand it, but I think that you were asking how to set up a beacon store. So I personally don't have a beacon store, so I don't know. I would assume it's pretty easy. I will give you this ninja tip though, for any of you that struggle with technology at all. Go to ChatGPT and say, I am using Beacon and I'm trying to set up a product for sale. It is a guide. I charge this much for it, whatever. Give it all the details and say, can you walk me step by step how to do this like I'm in second grade? And it usually will tell you step by step exactly how to do it. So again, I don't have a Beacon store, so I can't show you behind the scenes. I have a lot of students and things that have Beacon stores. But ultimately, that's the only thing I know to tell you is either YouTube it or whatever. I would think that Beacon would have some, let's see. I would think Beacon would have a like some training videos. Anybody know? If they do or they don't, let me know. Okay. And then Brenda's asking, can you resend how to set up a Stan store? So I have several trainings inside my community for those of you that are Stan store users, several trainings in there. You can search Stan, and Brenda, I'll tag you when we get off this video, off this live. But you can search Stan. I've actually done a masterclass with Lauren from the marketing department at Stan. I have, done multiple TikToks. I actually have a list on TikTok, a playlist called Stan Store, where you can see all kinds of stuff there. So I have tons of resources on that, Brenda. And then even more than that, Stan Store actually has something called Stan Lee, and it's like their AI chatbot. So you can go to Stanley. He's usually on the left side, I think, and say, hey, I want to set up a course. Can you walk me step by step how to do that? And their version of ChatGPT is what it is. And so he will boop, 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 and tell you how. Okay. So let me see what else. Lauren said, staying consistent and excited, overwhelm is creeping in. So absolutely, staying consistent and excited, that's going to come down to the planning. Okay. If you're planned and your content's planned, your offers are planned, you're like, my entire offers, emails, social media, like it's all done for November already, like it's scheduled. Okay. The only thing I don't pre-schedule are my short form videos. And that's usually just because I like to stay plugged into Instagram. I like to stay plugged into TikTok. So they're in my drafts folders. And then I just log in each day and just click post. That's what I do, because if I schedule it, then I kind of forget to log in and check and all the things. The other thing I don't schedule is obviously these. They're live. But other than that, like scheduled. My emails are scheduled. My newsletters are scheduled. And I'm even recording podcasts right now for December. Like you need to stay ahead. That's the only way to stay consistent, because things are going to happen. Like obviously this live had to be rescheduled because I had to go to the doctor for the third time with my son since Friday. So things are going to come up, right? Staying excited, I think they go hand in hand, honestly, Lauren, because if you're staying consistent and your things are planned and they're scheduled, you're not going to be so overwhelmed. And when you're not overwhelmed, you can be excited about your business again, right? So other than reducing that overwhelm to keep you excited, the other thing is if you're not excited, you might be doing the wrong thing. And I know that's the scariest thing for entrepreneurs, right? The scariest thing for them to say, like, oh my God, I got to pivot. I got to start from scratch, this and that. But if you're not aligned with what you're doing and you don't feel good about it and you don't feel like you're serving people, it's time to pivot. It's time to pivot. So really looking at that and understanding that it's not starting from scratch. You're starting with experience this time. Okay. So if you don't feel aligned in what you do, you don't feel like you have clarity and confidence, you're probably doing the wrong thing. And that's part of the reason you feel like you're salesy, or that's part of the reason you're scared to be salesy. Because if you have this fear or you feel like you're promoting the wrong thing, of course you're going to worry about being salesy because you're worried about selling something to someone that they're not going to like. But if you have clarity and you have confidence in what you're offering and you can get people results and you're rooted in it and you believe in it, then you're not going to worry about being salesy, because you're going to be able to address your audience and say, hey, this is going to help you do this. I know it's going to help you do this. And if you choose not to buy it, that's okay. Like you're able to let go of the objections when you have clarity and confidence. You're not worried about them. Consistency and creativity was another question. So consistency, again, that's in planning. Life happens, you guys. The only way to stay consistent is to have a plan. I like to work with my students inside the club, and I like to work with my students inside the academy. We do content planning sessions in my programs because I know it's the last thing to get done, right? It is. It's the last thing to get done. And so we host those sessions every month in my programs because I want you to make it a priority. And so I usually bring, prompts or fill in the blank hooks and templates and things like that to the sessions. And I tell my students, like, this is a working session, get it done. So it's very important. And that's the only way to stay consistent. Creativity, in my opinion, Paula, don't shoot me, but it's lack of commitment. It lack of commitment. I think a coach told me that years ago, and I loved it so much. I've just used it ever since. But again, if you're not aligned with what you're selling, or you don't have that clarity and confidence in it, then you're not going to be able to be creative. Because when you feel aligned, I can tell you right now, ideas are popping off like nobody's business. There is almost never a day that I wake up and I'm like, I don't know what to say today. I don't know what to do today. There's second guessing. That's always going to happen, right? There's some second guessing where I'm like, I have to take a second and say, will my audience really like that? Or will they resonate with that? Are they ready for that? But not ideas. Like, I have a list of like 20 ideas that my coach is like, one thing at a time. Like, your ADD is taking over. So that lack of creativity is usually clarity and confidence, and lack of commitment to getting that clarity and confidence, because that's the hard part ultimately. I think I got all the questions on the feed. Questions on Facebook. I'm launching my first product in like 2 weeks. Bad time? Hell no, it's not bad timing, girl. It's perfect timing. So you need to start a wait list today, getting people on the wait list today. Okay. Right now, like, go make one right now after this call and launch it. It's actually a perfect time to launch a product because people's wallets are open. So ultimately though, you want to make sure that you're pre-marketing it. So all of your content needs to be about what problem it solves right now, starting that wait list, getting people excited about it, and then ultimately have it ready to blast it. But no, it's perfect time. And Brianna, I'll give you a couple other extra quick tips and strategies. So since it's a brand new product, I would do some kind of like founder's rate or something like Black Friday only deal. So it's brand new and they're going to get some kind of value bundle, right? So I would definitely have some sort of like special wording around it being a limited offer, and price going up, right? Using timers, all of those things. But no, I would start post-marketing it or pre-marketing it right now. And a lot of times I think people struggle with pre-marketing because they're worried that, it's not done. You guys, I have sold out masterclasses before I even created them. Yeah, not kidding. I'm not kidding. And not, if I didn't know I could do it, I wouldn't do it. Like, I have integrity, but like, I don't want to go create something and no one wants it. I've done that before too and wasted hours of my life. So I'll throw up a landing page and say, this is what I want to do. Who wants it? See if it even sells. If it doesn't sell, then I'll have to waste my time creating it, right? The only time I usually go all in and create something before I pre-sell it is for like Black Friday, because I've been doing my research all year. I know what you guys want. I know what you need. And I'm confident. But yes, I have like the Social Success Challenge. I sold that thing out before I even created it, because why would I go create this 30-day challenge if no one wants it, right? Obviously, I had an outline of like what I want to do and what needs to be done, but I didn't film all the videos and stuff like that until I saw people were actually going to buy it. So you really need to work smarter in your business, not harder. All right, let's see. I don't see. Okay, Tammy, a couple of you jumping on the wait list. Excited for you guys. Let me get the comments on TikTok and then we'll wrap up. I'm excited. Let's see. Again, as a reminder, if you want to get on the wait list for the Veterans Day sale, you'll DM me the word Liberty on IG or Facebook, or you can drop it in the comments on IG or Facebook. If you want to get on the wait list for our Black Friday specials, DM me the word secret. And if you're just jumping on one of those, there's only 5 available. So they'll be super limited. I'm not going to tell you guys what the offer is because I don't want to blow everything, but I haven't done those since 2022. And they were a big seller in 2022, but because they're so high proximity, they take a lot of my time and a lot of my energy. So I haven't done them in a while. Let's see. I'm scrolling. A lot of people hopping on. Hey, yes, yes, yes. Okay. That's the only bad thing about Facebook is it takes me, or Facebook, TikTok. Takes me forever to find you guys questions. Hey, Trian, welcome. All right, I saw a couple keywords dropped on TikTok. Unfortunately, I can't send links on TikTok. So if you want any of the free resources I mentioned, or you want to get on the wait list or any of those things, DM me those on IG. If you're unsure of what they are, the replay for this is always hosted in Socially Awesome Entrepreneurs. Go live every Wednesday, typically at noon, unless I have a sick kid, and then it winds up being 3. But other than that, I'm so excited. Go crush your businesses for the holidays. I cannot wait to see who snags a Veterans Day sale because you'll actually get to be in a one-on-one with me. I can't wait to help you in your business. And until next time, guys, make it simple, make it social, and make it awesome. Bye, everyone.